Welcome to Chris Parkin's Shooting Sports. Today's unboxing is another FX air rifle. This one is the Dreamline ST Elite. I think it's actually the most, let's just say the cheapest, most inexpensive of the three supplied so far. Well, the four supplied so far now, or is this the fifth? I've had an Impact Mark II FAC, I've had Impact 3, Crown, and a, oh, what's the other one I've just had? Maverick. So, yes. Right, first of all, magazine looks similar, but we've got a different filling adapter. That doesn't look like a Foster adapter. And this is the air rifle. Now, this one is the first one I've had that didn't come in a large plastic transit case. And do you know what? To be honest, I don't mind, because all I want is a fairly simple box for a gun to be delivered in, just to protect it. And after that, because I'm going to accessorise it or put scope sights, whatever on it, it doesn't always fit back in the box that it was supplied with. So sometimes it's better just to have it in a rifle slip. Clunk, bang, crunch. Let's have a look at this now. This is a very different rifle to the other 3/4 I've had, because this one has a slim bottle on it rather than the large buddy bottle. And it's quite a skeletonized metal stock at the back. It's an entirely different look, and I'm just wondering, does that stock fold? It looks like it might do, maybe it does. Yes, it does. Ooh, look at that. That is quite handy, isn't it? Now, obviously I can see this is unloaded because the side extraction bolt probe there is all out, but let's just give it a dry fire. And there we go. So it's a shrouded barrel. Looks like I can put an additional sound moderator on at the front. It'll be 1/2 inch UNC, no doubt, as most air rifles are. And we've got, oh, I like that because we've got a piece of Picatinny rail there, so I can put the bipod right at the front. So that when extended, that is going to give me a super long wheelbase, as I call it, to balance the rifle on. This looks like an 11mm dovetail rather than Picatinny mount. Again, not a problem on an air rifle. I'm quite happy with that. And here, it seems we have the usual power adjuster. And then there we've also got perhaps a regulation adjuster. That looks like a tuner there. So, you know, it's all box fresh to me. I like to just sort of see how things strike me as they come straight out of the box. Now that cheek piece looks like it's going to be adjustable. Oh, it's got a little quick release button on it there to pop it up and down. I quite like that, very metallic. Now this is able to ambidextrous. I can use it from either side. We've got a rubber grip, nice and warm. The trigger looks like a usual FX adjustable unit. Yep. And with the safety catch just on the side there. I like that. That looks like my initial, yes, that's my initial filling for when I pop. Yeah, 230 bar there, that's asking for. And it looks like there'll be a fill adapter. There's another pressure gauge on the front. Some people like those, some people don't. I don't mind them, to be honest, but that looks like it turns around, and then this brass adapter in the front will probably pop in the front there from the air box. That looks like it's just going to go in there to fill up, I would suspect. We'll check the instructions on that. There we go. That's going to become clear. There's an O-ring there, let's not lose those. Like a couple of spare O-rings actually. That's nice, they've sent spare O-rings to go with the brass filling adapter. The magazine, familiar FX type. We've got a click on, click off there, so that cover will come off. Pre-charge it up there like that, pop one in there, and then just let the spring tension off it and it'll go around, and then as the probe goes backwards and forwards through the mag, that will automatically recycle. I think off the top of my head that's probably an 18 rounder, but we shall see. I'm not going to count it on camera. It certainly looks like similar to the Crown and the Maverick one. So that is a full aluminium chassis. Now is that, I'm not going to look down it on camera, but that looks like an Arca Swiss rail. I've actually got an Arca Swiss tripod at the moment. That's going to be interesting. The fully shrouded barrel is also good. This is available in FAC format as well as various calibers, 177, 22, 25, 30 cal. I've gone for a sub 12 again just because it's simple life. But here's the most interesting part. This looks like an adjustable butt pad, which is certainly going to be appealing to lots of shooters. So we've got vertical adjustment there, which locks out like that. And then this one here maybe goes up and down or left and right, allows me a bit of twist on it. We'll investigate that in the full review later date. And oh yes, we've also got like a quick release there as we had before, which allows us to extend it like that. I do quite like that. It's quite a chunky adaptation because you've got a large bag rider here. This is the first FX rifle I've had which looked like it was very much compatible with bench use. I actually quite like that format because it's more sort of more akin to my centerfire rifles. Looks like we've got accessory rail down both sides, full length, and yeah, that is. Do you know what? That's a QR. That's a QR stud anchor point for a sling, and with the rail on the front, we can probably put a similar one on the front. Maybe go for a single point sling, something like that. And that looks incredibly grippy there, doesn't it? All that rubberization on the back of that. So in the shoulder we go. I'm looking forward to setting this up and trying it. Right, please like, please subscribe, please comment. Please, you know, these comments are what drive us to do reviews, unboxing videos, and you get to see things. And it's in my hands because I'm trusted to just say what I see and say what I think, because I shoot so many rifles, rimfire, centerfire, air rifles as well, and at all sorts of ranges, everything from 20 metres to 1,000, 1,500 metres with the big stuff. So people appreciate what I say. But you know what? This is very different from FX for me. And I immediately like what I'm seeing. The others, especially the Maverick and the Impact, sort of the very compact bullpup design. The crown is the heavier design with the laminate stock. This one does appear to be quite a modern, quite a futuristic design, futuristic styling, very sort of tactical looking with all the aluminium machine components on it. But in terms of its ergonomic layout and its sort of chassis system, there's a lot I like on this. And swapping from the large buddy bottles, carbon fibre buddy bottles, to this aluminium tube, I'll be interested to see what the shot count varies over. Although the buddy bottle versions do have massive shot count, I don't always necessarily appreciate that, and it does change the handling because this of course is a much lower profile vertically. So with the scope low down on here, with a slightly slimmer barrel, the slightly slimmer underside with the air bottle, which isn't as raised up, and we've got that long wheelbase as I call it, that looks like it's going to be super stable from the bench. So I'm really looking forward to shooting this one. We've also got lots of space for scope mounting, and I can't just load this without clicking that back a little bit, but that magazine is going to fit in. You know, it's going to intrude slightly on scope space, but generally that's going to go over the top of the tube. Right, thanks for watching. Please like, please subscribe, please comment. Your comments are what drive these videos. Thank you to Sportsman Gun Centre for sending me this rifle, and stick with the channel and keep watching because you're going to see the reviews coming over the next months and weeks, or weeks and months in that order. And if I don't see you before then, have a happy Christmas, and hope Santa's got something nice present-wise under the tree for you. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.